Hello, and welcome to another angry unit of the week. And today we are taking a look at the T-72M1PÄIV for Finland. So I'm not going to go over the actual design behind the T-72, the historical design that is, because I've been over that many a time before. But simply put, the Finnish Defence Force during the 80s ended up buying a couple hundred T-72M1 models from the Soviets, and then later on in the 90s they brought a bunch more from the Germans when they were liquidating their old Soviet stock. And simply put, it's a T-72M1. It's a few modifications to it to fit it to Finnish standards. Now, I couldn't find any source, and I looked around for quite a bit, about why it has such powerful gun in game, the historical significance of that. So I'm just going to go on a limb and guess that they use some sort of fancy, special, homemade ammunition that made the gun awfully more powerful. It didn't really matter though, because by 2007, the Finnish ended up liquidating most of their T-72 stock, and now they use the Leopard 2. In game, the T-72M1PÄIV is a 120 point Finnish tank with 2 weapons available to it. And the first thing being a 2A46M 125mm cannon with 28 rounds available to it, with a range around roughly 2.3 kilometers, 70% accuracy, 40% while moving, 23 AP, 4 HE, and 9 rounds a minute. Overall, a very powerful gun with good stats all around. The stabilizer could be a wee bit better. And secondly, we got a 50 cal machine gun. And if you pop down to the miscellaneous stats, 14 frontal armor, 7 at side, 3 at back, and 2 up the top. 10 HP, medium size and optics, a speed of 70 kilometers off the road, and 110 on the road, autonomy of 700 kilometers, year restricted to 92, type restricted to mechanized and armored decks, and it's a prototype. Now in battle, the T-72M1PÄIV is a glass cannon. It has fantastic gun, but the armor is a lot to be desired. 14 frontal armor means that mid-range rocket launchers such as a Carl Gustav and Milan 2s, for example, can easily shred your armor apart, and Apache longbows and plain ATGMs are pretty much gonna insta-kill you most of the time. So you're very weak in that respect, but the gun you get is so goddamn bloody good, it really makes up for it. Because with this gun, you can kill super heavy tanks with it, and heavy and other smaller tanks are just gonna get absolutely wrecked, because 23 AP is quite a lot of armor penetration power. And yeah, it's a glass cannon. It can kill super heavy tanks. It's not the best idea to kill super heavy tanks with run and run, because if you get shot once, you're pretty much dead. But with some fire support from maybe, the 165 point version, which is 45 points more, but you get 20 run frontal armor, which is a big bloody difference, because that run can actually survive a few hits here and there. But the PÄIV, fun to use, great gun, just don't get hit. Don't get hit. And I'm going to leave it at that. This has been another Rang Rouge unit of the week. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and as usual, please just take it easy.